Introducing the Craft Your Life Project Kit Chocolate Flowers. There are 2 background stamps as well as a bunch of sentiments on the bottom. On the back of the layering guide, you'll see the items included in the kit, and there are 2 full-size card examples shown here. On the back, you'll see the items used to create the project shown. In the center, you see the inks used to create the project shown, as well as in the openings of the stencil. On the right, you'll see some additional project inspiration with what you could do with your layered stencil image shown above. Next, we're going to go ahead and have a look. We'll look at the stencil set that comes with your set. This is a builder stencil set, a 4-piece builder stencil set. There's also a zero-waste chocolate flowers die that will cut out the stenciled image that you complete with all of your beautiful stencils. And next, there is the 3D embossing folder that looks like a chocolate bar that coordinates with your Craft Your Life kit this month. It's very, very cool, and I can see it used for so many things, but especially with some brown ink on there. We're going to go ahead and get started with stencil number 1 using crimson ink. And I'm going to use that on the 2 bigger flowers that are on this stencil. I'm blending my ink from the outside in because I know later I will be adding some flower centers. So I wanted to keep the darkest portion of my inking on the outside of my petals. Next, we'll go ahead and we will add Pastel Sunrise to the 2 starfish looking flowers that we have on here. One at 9 o'clock and one at 3 o'clock. And then there's a branch down in the bottom left-hand corner that we will add that to as well. Next, we'll go ahead and we'll move on to stencil number 2. We'll get that aligned into place. There are etchings on the stencils that will help you. I'll use some satin masking tape to hold my stencil in place, but as well to mask off the center flower so that I can add my Pastel Sunrise to that flower and not get it onto the other flowers that are really close by. I'll go ahead and add that to the branches that are on this image as well. There's one in the bottom left, one in this top center, and one on the right in the top. Then I'll peel back the masking tape and add honey drizzle to that little star shape. I'll go ahead and bring in orange cream for the dot and the remainder of the stars on the page. We'll peel back the masking tape that we had been using, and now we're going to mask off the Pastel Sunrise flower so that we can get into those 2 flowers that we had masked off in a previous step. And I'm coming in with Coral Berry for these 2 flowers. Now feel free, if you need to add more masking tape to ensure you don't go over, feel free to add more masking tape as well. You could also bring in the new micro blending brushes. Those would be great. Now we're going to move to stencil number 3. Stencil number 3 is all about the foliage. So we're going to get that taped into place. And then I am bringing in the micro blending brushes for this, and I'm using Mountain Pine. This will be on the 3 leaves in each of the corners. So in the bottom right-hand corner, there's 3 separate leaves. We're going to use it on that, the Mountain Pine and the micro blending brush, and I'm using the 7. I am using the smaller one, and then on the top side we'll do that as well. Now don't worry if you go off your piece of cardstock, because this cardstock is bigger than the stencil. So one option is you can trim it down if you want to use it for a panel, or the second option is that you can use the coordinating die and that won't be a problem. For the remainder of the leaves on stencil number 3, we're going to use Grass Field. So I've switched over to my mini ink blending tool so that I can cover more of the area faster. And I'm not overly worried if I get near the darker green leaves, if I get a little of the grass field on there. That's why I like to do my darker tones first when in a situation like this. So we'll peel that up and we're going to move to stencil number 4. We'll get that aligned. On stencil number 4, we're going to concentrate on a bunch of stars, some flower centers, and so we are going to be using honey drizzle for the majority of this. The only 2 sections that we're going to use a different color are for the flowers that we did on stencil 2 with Coral Berry, and those will put mahogany bark in the center. So those 2 flowers right there, the one on the left and the one on the right, we'll use mahogany bark there, and that completes our image. Such a beautiful, bright image for any project. Speaking of projects, here are some projects from our amazing designers to inspire you. I hope this video was helpful in layering together your Craft Your Life Project Kit chocolate flowers. To find out more about Craft Your Life Project Kit chocolate flowers and other available products, please visit us at altenew.com.
Hello crafters, Jen here. For more tips, techniques, tutorials, and to discover which paper crafting products are right for you, subscribe to Altenew's YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Thanks for watching.